Hey, good morning, everybody. It's just before 8 o'clock, and I was sitting here before getting ready to go out to work, and just reflecting on all the news and everything that's on social media this morning, as well as last evening, with regards to the shocking news that we as a nation received yesterday with regards to Kobe Bryant and all the other passengers in the helicopter. Um, I think it's important to reflect on that. It's gotten so much coverage because of who Kobe Bryant was in life. Charismatic basketball player, well known, somebody who a lot of aspiring and up and coming young athletes looked up to. And as I sat here, I started reflecting. I started thinking about the cross. Started thinking about how and I apologize if my eyes look squinty, is that I don't have my glasses on and the light is bothering my eyes. And but I started thinking about the cross and how that very moment when Christ breathed his last breath and gave up his spirit, of how those that followed him felt at that moment. Um, the the Bible tells us that the disciples, but John, who stayed with his mother, they all went into hiding. They and we read further, just before, or we read before the actual crucifixion, after he was arrested, where Peter denies Christ 3 times, as Christ himself had foretold. Um, but we know that immediately after the death of Christ, everybody went into hiding, um, out of fear, And I just was thinking about that, how death comes suddenly. Um, most of us and most people that experience that in their lives, to die. Some people wait because of a sickness, but when it happens tragically like that, and yesterday me and Bernice traveled from the Poconos to Trent, New Jersey. And then in the evening, after spending time at my mom's and getting the kids ready, we drove back to Philadelphia. And I noticed as I was driving on the highway back to Philly, how aggressive I was driving because I was tired. I had to use the bathroom. And I noticed the high rate of speed the rest of the traffic was traveling, and I was keeping pace and coming in and out of lanes, not to be behind the slow pokes. And I had to reflect, and it only takes a moment. And sometimes we take life for granted, and I had to slow down. Bernice even asked me, why was I such in a rush? And I had to reduce a little bit and just get in one of the center lanes and just take it easy, because we're always rushing. We're always rushing and struggling hard, and especially when we're driving on the highways, whether on our motorcycles or in our cars, and we have passengers. We got to think about just not just our lives, but their lives as well. And death is something that we all have a VIP reservation for. We all have it. And this morning, I just want to encourage everybody to take that moment to slow down. Take that moment to enjoy the scenery, to take a deep breath, fill your lungs with fresh air, and reflect on how important and how blessed we are to be alive today. Somebody posted something that I was reading that said that last night people went to bed expecting to wake up, and this morning people wake up expecting to do something tonight. But in a twinkling of an eye, in an instant, that all can cease. And even though We live in this world. The Bible tells us we're not of this world, and our blessed hope is in the eternal, and that is our faith, that we walk in the eternal. We don't walk in what if tomorrow, if we get tomorrow, we're blessed. If not, we strive to persevere, to be able to meet that mark. And I, for one, wanted to share this morning that life is very short, and let's cherish every moment. Let's be the best that we can be today, because tomorrow is not promised. Heck, the next few hours ahead of us is not promised. We can, God forbid, we can walk out of our front doors and be done. The way things are now in the world and society, you know, um, with everything that's going on, the Bible tells us, certain things in the book of Revelations that we're actually seeing today. And those of us who believe and trust in God know that our time here on earth is short. It's short. So, let's take advantage of every moment. And I, for one, plan on thinking different going forward. Not because of the Kobe thing, not because of the hurricanes and the earthquakes and the rumors of wars. This thing with the Wuhan virus, coronavirus. Not because of all that stuff, but just because of the knowledge that we know that God will call us to accountability, and God forbid our time comes and we're not ready. We don't have no excuse. So let's cross our T's and dot our I's this day, this day that the Lord has made, and press on and persevere. God bless you all.